And
Live.
now,
There we go.
there
Hey,
we
Facebook,
go.
how's it going today? Happy
Hey,
Tuesday.
everybody.
It's May Day, May 1st.
Mayday.
May Day.
All right.
You know, like the maypole and the ribbon thing? Anybody know that? Maybe
I
some
don't
people.
think they do that anymore, do they?
They don't. See, we always did it in school. You know, because you go over and up, and you got it, and somebody always screws it up. It was usually me. But yeah.
Yeah, with the
They
streamer.
don't do that anymore. No, I mean, I know they don't.
We did the maypole.
And we don't even do it here in this little bitty town. You know what I mean? You would think they'd still do, hay rides and stuff like that. But they don't. Well, you can't really do hay rides on mountains, but that's probably why.
Well, it could be fun though.
Dangerous fun.
Trying to keep the kids on the wagon, right?
Yeah, really. Yep.
So hello, Facebook world. How are you today? We are here to talk to you and make you laugh and make you feel better about your day.
Feel better about your day.
We're talking about the May Day, the maypole dance today.
Yeah, the maypole dance. That's it.
That's it. Because it's May 1st. It's May Day.
Yep.
So here's the thing.
I think someone's been screaming Mayday like we need help lately. You know what I mean?
I was going to say, Joe, what do you know?
Kind of. It fits. I'll tell you what. Let's just go ahead and throw that one out there real quick. Look, we're all getting frustrated about different things right now, and it's really weird, but it's something in the air. I don't know. So like yesterday was kind of tremendously horrible for everyone. Everyone I've talked to.
Yeah.
Seems like
Crazy day. It was a crazy day.
It's just and everybody, you're gonna get down sometimes. Just do your best to try and get up. You know what I mean? Try to laugh about it. It's if you didn't cut your leg off, you're probably not that bad. You know what I mean? I'm not in that bad. I've got
basically what I hear.
People may be jerks sometimes, but that's just life. Just move on. Just move on.
So what I hear you saying, Joe, is that we should train ourselves to always look for the for the positive in everything, right?
That'd be great. Yeah, where do you get that training? Are we selling that?
All right.
Where can I buy that? Is that a new product we're coming out with?
No, that's
maybe we will come out with that.
That is a lifetime of growth.
Hush. We'll start our own deal doing that.
All right.
It'll be easier than explaining Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Your day suck. We want to make your day better for you. How's that? I'll take it. See?
So what you and I
That's horrible.
What you and I have been talking about today is, partially was how crazy yesterday was.
Yeah.
And how everybody kind of feels hungover today. More or less, it's like everybody's hungover and they're trying to get back on the wagon. And, Joe's right. We all are going to have those days. It's rare that we all have them on the same day.
Yeah.
but it's going to happen. That's going to happen as well. So, what I want to talk about is something that is, I just want to kind of get it out there and out in the middle of the world, so to speak, for everybody to see and hear. And, Joe, I'm a pretty positive, upbeat kind of guy. I don't dwell in the negative. I'm not about creating drama or having drama in my life. I'm kind of a calm entity, if you will. I have that Latin American hot-headedness, but I'm still a calm entity. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I want to talk about something that not a lot of people are going to talk about.
You got to talk about it. Go ahead, man. You should.
I have.
It needs to be said. You know what I mean? And whoever says don't say something about it, I don't understand why.
Well, here's the thing. I
know everybody's like, no negative, never, ever, ever, ever. But we are a positive business affecting that negative. We wouldn't need to be here if that negative wasn't here. There'd be no reason for it. You know what I mean? So I think it's necessary. You know what I mean? Not the negative, but you know what I'm saying. Talk.
I do.
I'm on your side, buddy. That's what I'm saying.
I understand. Thank you, man. So basically, another company went down. I'm not going to say the name.
Want me to say it?
No. They can read it in the text. It's on my feed. I put a very long, extensive post on my feed. And basically what I want to say is that, you know, here's the deal. The only reason that we're talking about this is not to bring up negative, not to dwell in a negative space. We're here to talk to you guys and gals about this one thing, and that is this. Everybody on the planet, whether they know it or not, okay, needs to know about this new money. And this new money is making people's heads do crazy stuff. Crazy. Right. I'm talking about selling their automobiles and mortgaging their homes and taking out loans against their credit cards and all kinds of stupid stuff. Okay. And they're jumping into this stuff and they're saying, yeah, it's on.
It's on.
They're saying that, you know, they're interested in making money. They're interested in being in the new industry. They're interested in taking part in the movement of crypto. But what they're not doing is they're not getting educated. And you know what? I'm not even pointing the finger at anybody because I was in that same boat, Joe. Okay?
Oh, yeah. Well, I understand that. Yeah.
You know,
I wasn't, but.
No, you weren't.
You know what I mean?
But you're a rarity. You're a rarity.
Well, yeah, the way I came in. Yeah, exactly. You know.
You're a rarity. And so for most people, they got in and they jumped in and they did what they did, right? And here we are. Right. So why am I even talking about this? Well, I'm talking about this because we have this little thing, and I forgot to pull up my phone so I could see
I've got mine
comments. Oops. So
Jeff's here, Bethany's here, Gloria's here. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Anybody else here?
So hi everybody.
Mafouz, you just popped in.
Cool. Hey Mafouz.
Mafouz is still wondering when he's going to get his money or something. I don't know.
Nice.
I'd like to get more spillover. I'm just kidding, Mafouz. At least he's like, when I got this damn Bitcoin. You're like,
everybody wants to know why I'm having this conversation. So I really want to explain to people exactly why I'm having the conversation. And it goes like this, okay? For over a year, I've been in the industry. There's been a lot of companies that have come and gone. There's been a lot of things that were done that shouldn't have been done. You know, if you've ever been on a presentation that Joe and I do, you hear us talk about the mafia breaking legs and disappearing Bitcoin and all that good stuff, black eyes and broken legs. Listen, it's all a reality. And so what I'm saying is another company went down last night. And what they did was they didn't close shop. They didn't close down the US. What they did was they took everybody that's in the company and everybody invested Bitcoin, okay? And we were supposed to get our initial investment back plus, right? Whatever we appreciated from that investment.
Right.
Well, you know, we're into this business now, say 3, 4, 5 months, you know, it varies. And all of a sudden they changed the rules. You can no longer withdraw your commissions in Bitcoin. You can no longer pay for invoices in Bitcoin, except what you can do now is you put it over into your vault, and then you can turn your Bitcoin into an Ethereum contract. And basically what they want you to do is start completely over, guys. Okay. And this is nuts. This is crazy. And so, you know, you fooled me once. Shame on you. You fooled me twice. Shame on me. I'm not the idiot that's going to roll my money over into this new deal with the promise that you're going to give me a year to make XYZ on my investment. Oh, no, not going to happen. I already did that, and you fooled me. And so, you know, I had some folks express an interest to me when they actually came on board this morning and saw my post or whatever. And a lot of people said, you know, Kris, you're dealing in the negative. And my answer to that is I'm not dealing in the negative. I'm not talking about the negative. What I'm talking about is the positive. And there are two positives in this right here. Number one, that I stood up and I said something for all the people that are afraid to or cannot speak for themselves because they just can't. They never will be able to. Okay.
They might not even know how to also.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They might not know why it's a bad thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? What they're doing to them. Like, you know,
why would I be a leader that wouldn't speak up?
yeah,
right? Why would I do that? That's not in my DNA. And so then the second positive thing that comes out of this is that it gives me the opportunity to shine the light down, if you will, on cryptogenics. And so Joe and I have been talking back and forth about cryptogenics a little bit. And for those of you who have been on and off of our lives, you guys kind of know that there's an education system out there called cryptogenics. And I see this as a positive. I see the fact that these companies take advantage of people, right? Because that's what they've done. And they steal their dreams, they steal their funds, okay? And they run away with them. And because of cryptogenics, we're going to be able to stop that from happening. Like we're the big red stop sign, okay? You just ran into it. Here I am. I'm a big red stop sign because I'm not going to, in good conscience, allow you to do that when I know that there's a better way, and the better way is education. So, you know, that's the reason that I brought it up. That's the only reason that I brought it up, was to focus on the positives. And so, Joe, you know, you and I were talking. Yesterday was a crazy day. The moon was full. It was at 100%. People were not hearing. People were not participating. People were zoned out, dude. Like, you know, if you took one step forward, you took 10 backwards yesterday.
At least. And then, it was rough. It really was, man. It was. Days don't do that to me. Like, I don't get that trying of a day usually. And this one did. I'm still, I mean, I'm better now, but I'm still kind of like, oh, you know what I mean?
It's okay.
And I'm usually super happy-go-lucky. You know what I mean? But
we all had that day, and it's all right. But this is what you and I were talking about in conversation about yesterday specifically, and that is that, you know, what do you tell people?
That's true, Jeff.
So if you're in cryptogenics and you know that you have the answer to all the questions that people have about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, what do you say to people? I say very little.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell them this much. Leave their mouth watering for more.
Yeah.
And send them to Stephen McCullough, Mike Boggs, Kathy Keene, Jeremy Keene, Will Fajetlin. If you can't get those folks, right, then you go to the pinnacles and you get Brandon, you get Christy, you get Chris. You get Rob, you get Albert, you get
see, then there's Alvin, Simon, Theodore.
There's a number of other people. My point is that you don't try to tell them, because this is the truth, guys. This is the truth. If I've ever told it, write this down. Get a pen, get a paper, write this down.
Me too.
If you want to. So here's the deal. Okay. Everybody that you know, they know that you're, and I'm going to use Joe as an example because I can pick on him and he can't get mad at me because we're on live. So,
yeah.
Okay. So everybody that you know, Joe, knows that you're a bar owner, that you live in Eureka Springs, and that you're a bar owner, and that you've been a bar owner for years, and that you have a construction business, and that those are the things that you know, that like they can't argue with you on those things because you've been there, you've done that, you've proven that you know how to do those things and do them well. Okay. So now what they see, all right, is they see Joe, and they see Joe's been gone for a little while, hasn't been at the bar, hasn't been in the construction deal. He's just been kind of MIA, right? And then all of a sudden, Joe's going to want to talk to these people, right? He's going to want to talk to these people that he knows. Well, the funny thing about that is that when you start talking to people that you know about something that they know that you don't know that much about because it's been a short period of time. Now, let's strike this out for a second. Joe is an anomaly, guys and gals. Joe is an anomaly. Joe sunk himself into the research of Bitcoin day in and day out, from the time he got up to the time he went to bed, for several weeks. So he is what I would consider ahead of the curve of most people. But this is what the people that he knows doesn't know. Okay. They don't know. So they are perceiving Joe as an idiot, okay, as a know nothing kind of guy, right? About this thing that he's really excited about. that
I won't perceive my fist upside their head. They say that. I just want you to know that.
He wants to share.
You can't take me that far out of the bar, buddy.
He wants to share this with him. He wants to help them better their lives, right? He's got the greatest intentions, but they can't see past the fact that Joe owns a bar and a construction business, and he's proven those two industries. He is brand new to cryptogenics. He's brand new to the crypto world. So in their minds, regardless of how much he knows, he don't know nothing. So if I were Joe, and since I'm picking on Joe and I'm telling you guys to write this stuff down and kind of, you know, get used to it. If I were Joe, or any of you guys, but specifically Joe, if I were Joe and I was wanting to talk to one of my buddies that I knew, you know, a fellow business owner, whatever, and I was excited about cryptogenics, I would, before I started talking to them, I'd take 3 deep breaths, really deep breaths, like seriously, consciously, I'd take 3 really deep breaths. And then number 2, I would say something like this. Hey, Joe, have you heard of that new thing called Bitcoin or cryptocurrency? Have you seen it on news? I'm going to shut up. I'm going to let Joe talk to me. Okay. Right. So Joe might come back with, well, you know, Kris, I did see something on the news, or, you know, every time I open my Facebook feed, all I see is crypto, you know, crypto stuff. What is that? And so, you know, Joe is going to immediately, he's going to get real excited. You know, he's going to perk up and his chest's going to go out. He's going to get excited. He's like, he asked me what it is. He asked me what it is. Let me tell him. Let me tell him. No, don't do that. Say, you know, dude, I had that same question. I had to research it. Let me make it easy for you. Go here. Okay. Now, obviously, before Joe's done this, he's had some conversations in the background, and he kind of knows who's available what times. So he can direct this new person to something that one of these people can handle. And he's not going to say a whole lot more. Even when I come back and say, well, Joe, tell me more. What is it about? Dude, you asked me a question. Now you're going to leave me hanging. And that's when Joe just shakes his head and says, man, I can't do it justice. I'm just learning about it myself. Play dumb. Because if you play dumb, this is what's going to happen. I promise. If you play dumb, then their curiosity goes up, because you're just having a casual conversation. Didn't try to sell them anything. Didn't try to do anything with them. You gave them a little bit of information. Now it's up to them. They either will follow through or they won't. That's okay. Okay. Either way, it's okay. You've done your job. Now, most of you that are listening to this are going, are you kidding me? This is all you're going to tell them? Yeah, absolutely. Because anything else that Kris says, being the new guy and
the card and walk away,
you know,
give it to them here. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Give them a card, you know? Yeah. It's not going to work, because to the people that you know, to the people that know you, that's a better way to put it. To the people that know you, they know that you haven't been in the crypto world long enough, in their opinion, to be able to advise them. So it's their perception, not yours.
See, I take a little bit different take on that one, though.
Yep.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm like, dude, I've been doing this for 4 weeks, and I know so much. It's incredible. You know what I mean? That's how much you can learn in this. This is how simple and how easy it is. It's not some big, crazy, drastic thing. You know what I mean? You don't need to know much about finance at all, really. You know, a lot of people don't. You don't need to know a lot of these things. You know what I mean? It's like, just do it. You know what I mean? Kind of. And that's where I have this whole weird thing with it, man. Because, I mean, the biggest thing coming out of this is not Bitcoin at all.
Right.
You know,
it's
blockchain technologies is what it really
being
is.
The new person, Joe, when you say, I've been doing it 4 weeks and you won't believe all the information, and you don't have to know anything about finance and all that, you lost me in that conversation, because now my mind is on 15 other things, you know, and I don't know where to start. So the fact that you would lead with one question and walk away with one answer.
Yeah.
You've only given me two things, essentially, really one thing.
Right.
But if you want to get technical, you gave me two things to think about. Okay. And so now I'm more open. What's happening for a lot of people, and I'm not saying this to you directly, I'm saying this is a great exchange that we're having, but that's a great example. But what's happening to a lot of people is they're giving their prospects 25,000 things in the prospect's mind to think about, and they are overwhelmed, and they automatically, the first thing that goes up is, I can't do this.
Well, yeah, it's that panic reflex. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, it's too tough, or it's too confusing, or I'm not smart enough, or all that. Yeah. All your
fight or flight
insecurities come up. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And most people don't fight. They run. It's flight is a more common response. I mean, it just is. It's, but see, for someone like me, that's real weird because that's not my response at all. I fight.
No.
I mean, I go head on, and I don't mean physically, but I just, okay, let's tackle it. Let's get it done. Let's do this.
Let's figure it out. Let's learn how to do it.
With anything that I'm having issues with, like what we were talking about, I'm not having big issues with it. I don't just have a bad day, kind of. You know what I mean?
Right.
But is okay. This whole initial thing, and I do give them the card and walk away. You know what I mean? I really do. I mean, I had stacks of them at the bar on the counter, and they're all gone. There was one left. You know what I mean? So, there was a stack of, I don't know, 30 probably, and I hand them out to people and pass them out. And a lot of mine, everybody's like, Joe, where you been? You know what I mean? I'm like, I've been doing this stuff, man. Check it out. You know what I mean? Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, it's pretty cool. Yep.
Right.
And I just kind of tell them the stuff I've been doing with my excitement about what I've personally been doing. I don't go into all of that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I tell them my little bit of my story, I guess you'd say, but it's really not my story. It's just what I've been up to lately. Right. He's like, man, I haven't left my new computer chair in a month.
I think it's important that we let everybody know that we're using this as an example,
right?
And that it's role play that we're doing so that people can understand where we're headed and why we want people to say less. Now, it's also very important that we pause here, Joe, because like you said,
commercial break?
Huh?
Are we having a commercial break?
Yeah.
Did we get a sponsor?
We're going to get paid. We got a sponsor. No, look, seriously.
Finally.
Okay. So you've given out a lot of those cards and stuff, right?
Yeah, I have given a lot of these out.
And
I really have.
So let's go with that for a second, okay? Because people are starting to order those cards, and a lot of people are going to be using that example. And we talk about the cards a lot. What is really important right here is this. What the work you do today, you will reap the benefits from 30 days from today. So consistency is key. Okay. So in other words, when we talked to Rick Ricketts, and he was in Houston, his big thing was he takes 25 cards at the beginning of the day, puts them in his pocket. He doesn't come back home until he gets rid of those 25 cards. What is so big about that? It's not the fact that he gave out, well, it is the fact that he gave out the 25 cards, but it's really not the fact. It's the fact that
counting the nose.
Consistent.
Yeah.
He's consistent. He does the same thing every day. So 30 days from the first day, he should see results from the first day. That's how it works. You can't do the work today and expect them to pop today. It's not popcorn. Okay. Now, occasionally you will talk to that red person that just says, I got to do this. Right.
Yeah. Right.
But it's rare. It really is. It's rare. Most people that you're going to talk to, they're either going to be blue or they're going to be green. And if they're blue or green, you're going to have to give them a little bit of time. But honestly speaking, sincerely speaking, it's like growing a garden, guys. You got to till the ground, then you got to fertilize the ground, then you got to plant the seeds, then you got to water it, then you got to weed it, then you got to fertilize it. It is a process. And so it amuses me. It amuses me when I hear, well, I talked to 15 people yesterday, but nobody came into my business.
But what?
Nobody came into my business.
But you talked to 15 people?
No,
you couldn't get one of them in the door?
Example.
Are you serious? Just give up, man. Just forget it.
So,
Sorry,
you know,
I'm just kidding. Like
it's
I really
amusing because
like standing in the door and go, "Hey, what are you doing? Come inside."
no, I was that guy. 20 years ago, I was that guy. Seriously. Like I was talking to people, I was doing it all, and nobody was popping. And I was going, what am I doing wrong? So I speak from a place of experience, not that I'm proud of it, but it is an evolution of sorts.
Oh, I understand. No, I understand.
And you know what's really cool is
What?
everybody gets to grow and everybody gets the same experiences. And so then you get to sit at a table and go, I remember when, and that's the cool part.
Well, yeah, that is true. Why didn't you use the Johnny Appleseed thing? I thought you were going to segue into that one. With the seed.
I know.
That's what I was like, go for it, man.
Well,
I was giving it to you. I was like, take it.
I know.
Johnny
I know. I just really want.
It's because he's Johnny Appleseed, not Johnny Apple Tree.
There you go.
Planted seeds and trees grew. He didn't call him Johnny Apple Tree. He didn't plant trees. That was the deal. Sorry.
Nope.
I came up with that the other day.
Point, Joe. Very good point. And it's easy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to lie. The first 30 days of your business is the hardest. Okay. So for those people that are out there watching and listening, know this: the first 30 days of your business is the hardest. Number one, you're learning how to talk to people. Number two, you're learning how to approach people. Number three, you're learning how to actually have the conversation with people. Number four, you're learning how to close people. Those things don't just come naturally to most people. Okay. And when you change businesses or shift businesses, there's a lot of information that has to shift with you. So you need to understand and give yourself a pat on the back if you're being consistent, but you're not seeing the results that you want to see. That is okay. All right. That is okay. So,
that's good, Kathy. If you're green, you're growing. If you're not, you'll rot. Right?
There you
go. That's pretty good. Green means new. Did anybody know that? Like it's like a rookie. You're green. So if you're green, you're growing. If you're not, you're rot. You'll rot. Sorry.
I think it's.
I can't read. Sorry, guys.
Oh God.
I can't read. Hey, Chris, are you watching?
Yeah, I'm watching. My phone. My phone.
I know it just came on as you're watching.
Sorry, guys.
Everybody out there, what we're kind of getting through, you know what I mean, is that everyone's going through this to some extent. Now, some people that have been doing this for 20, 30 years or something like that, maybe they're like, I'm not even worried about it. I'm going to do this, and that's going to happen because it does every time, and that's it. He's like, and I did it with a terrible product. Now I got something great. You know what I mean? Nobody knew they needed pomegranate juice. You know what I mean? It's like, why do I need pomegranate juice? Well, there's an answer for that. But, so we need to come up with an answer why everybody needs all this. And it's just one definitive answer, because I said so. That's why.
Well, here's the thing.
But, that kind of is. And that's one of the hurdles, and you're introducing something completely foreign. I mean, it's not even, it's like you're telling them something you just made up. You know what I mean? You just imagine and it's there. You're like, oh, so I just imagine there's money floating in the air and it's there. It's like, well, yeah, actually. Yeah.
Kind of.
But I need you to give me some of your money in your pocket to imagine it's there.
Kind of.
And they're like, you can't say that. I'm like, man, that's what people look. And you're like, no. Then you have to explain it to them. But I'm sure everybody's having the same thing. And I was talking to Bethany and she's like, well, some of these people, these networkers and stuff that are doing this, they got hundreds of people in and stuff like this. And I was like, look, I'm not here to bust anybody's bubble. I'm not here to toot anybody else's horn. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But some of these people came in with those people. That's how it all worked. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That one guy had 50 people already that just moved with him, or her, or that. I'm not talking about any individual, but that's, that they were in one program and go, okay, let's take all the money, take this and jump over to this one. And that's just how it works. I didn't really know that until I just learned that recently. You know what I mean? But it makes perfect sense. You know what I mean? You always go with who makes your money for you. That's just the way the world is,
Don't look at whatever.
I know Bitcoin's real, but.
Okay, look at this. This is another thing I want you guys to write down. Okay. Pen and paper. There's a lot of pen and paper today. Sorry. Okay. So your first 30 days, everybody is basically in their first 30 days because we're brand new. We just kicked off. Okay. So let's just hit the reset button right now. Bam. We just hit the reset button. Everybody is now in their first 30 days. So this is what I want you to do. I'm being serious now. Watch this. I want you to get some blinders, and I want you to do this right here. And all I want you to do is see what you are doing. There's a key word there. It's you.
I can see you on the screen. I can't do that.
Yeah, you.
Sorry,
what are you doing?
I can't get you off my screen, Chris.
That's all you can do.
Why are you messing with my head like this, buddy?
You're doing. Okay. Why do I want you to do that? Okay.
The only thing you need to be worried about is what you're doing. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. You know, there's people that are in this thing that have been doing this for 40 years. You know what I mean? And they've sold all the lotion, potions, and creams. You know what I mean? They sold Avon. They sold Mary Kay. They probably, I would assume. You know what I mean? Amway. Everything. All that other stuff. I don't even know what most anybody talks about. I didn't know there was this much stuff marketed like this.
Yeah. Everything.
I had no idea. Because, I mean, I've never been involved in it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, the only network market I ever did was I bought some Girl Scout cookies. And that's what that is, too, by the way. If anybody didn't know that.
Well, you know, most people don't. Everything is marketed.
Yeah.
We're just so used to it that we don't see it for what it is. But here's the thing, is you have to hold yourself accountable in your first 30 days. By the end of 30 days, you will have set yourself a routine. Your body and mind will expect you to do certain things. It will become second nature. It becomes a habit after 30 days. Okay. After your first 30 days, you're going to start seeing things pop. They're going to grow. You know, they may not bloom. Okay. I'm not going to lie. They may not all bloom, but they'll pop. Okay. And the bloomers are called leaders, guys. Okay. Yeah. They're the leaders. They're the ones you want to cultivate and make sure they get a little extra water and a little extra fertilizer because you want those to grow. Okay. So you really got to, you have to mentally tell yourself, I just bought myself $1 million business for $300 and today is my first day. What is the first thing that I need to do? I need to introduce my new business to 5 people. Don't do something crazy like Rick Ricketts is doing 25. Okay. You're not a veteran. You're brand new. Okay. 5. Okay. And 5 is a hefty, let me tell you something. If you're brand new and you're trying to introduce your business to new people, 5 is going to be like you're lifting a house single-handedly. Okay. I promise. I've been there. 5 new people a day. 5. Start out with 1. Your first 5 days, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 5th day, go 5. Okay. Whatever makes you comfortable, but you've got to step outside your comfort zone. You will not grow until you get out of your comfort zone. That's where the money happens. Okay. If you sit in your comfort zone and wait for it to come magically, fall out of the sky, not going to happen. Okay. Just not going to happen. Not building a business. Now, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, a little bit different. Okay. It's magic money. It comes out of thin air. We just create it, you know. So, no, I'm kidding. It's funny because I take for granted. Look, guys, gals, the reason you guys are getting these nuggets is because I'm working with Joe. All right. If I weren't working for Joe, everything happens for a reason. If I weren't working for Joe, I would completely have forgotten everything I just told you guys. Okay. But I have been going in the archive of my mind, going through the little index,
Rolodex.
Going, what does Joe need? Joe needs this. Joe needs that. Joe needs this. Joe's new. Joe needs this. Joe needs that. Joe needs this. And because I'm processing all this information, I'm able to give it to you guys. Okay?
That's true.
And
Joe,
so
you need the light on. I need the, oh, really? I'll turn the light on. You should have said something, Don.
So, you know, it's
oh,
that's better. I can see you better. So now, you know, you guys are now ahead of the curve to anybody that didn't get this video today. Okay. So if we're starting our new business today, our first 30 days in business, okay.
Yeah.
Then guess what? 30 days from now, you're going to be way ahead of everybody else. I promise you. You just have to start. That's the big thing. Take the first step. You did the first step. You joined. Okay. You became a promoter. You knew without a shadow of a doubt that this was a promoter type deal. It wasn't a customer deal, right? So that was the first step.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Oh, sorry. I kind of got lost in that for a second. Like, okay. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
And now the second step is to get out.
You didn't pay the extra money for the fun of it.
No.
The admin fee. You didn't. And if you did, you shouldn't have.
Right.
Sorry. Because the other person, whoever sold it to you, could have made more money. You know what I mean? Because at Cryptogenics, we love our customers.
We love our customers. Hey, there we go. I got to get that heart. There, that's a good heart. There we go. So, I am not by any means trying to be the fussy guy. I'm trying to be the helpful guy. I hope that, this has been enlightening for everybody, because honestly, apparently yesterday was like the apocalypse or something. I don't know. But everybody had a bad day. Everybody had a rough day. It happens. It's okay. It's okay. Today is a new day. So to make today better, talk to that one person or 5 people, whichever your challenge is. Only you know. And here's the thing is, you can't lie to you. Okay? You can lie to the rest of the world.
Yeah, sure.
Put up a front for everybody else. But you can't lie to you. If you talk to that one person or those 5 people,
It's true. So does my neighbor Harvey count? I talked to her this morning about all this stuff. Does that count? No.
Yeah.
Not really.
So
he was in Amway forever. You know what I mean? So he's really,
you never know.
Actually, I'll go talk to him about stuff. And we're like, man, because he's my neighbor. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like we're friends, Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah, just don't worry about it. I'm like, what? He's like, just leave the room. Like, okay, Harvey. Okay. Like, don't bug you. Like, people are stupid. Don't worry about it. It's like, you're not going to try and mess anybody around or anything. Like, you're not going to try and sell this to somebody that can't afford it. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, I know. That's what I'm saying. But it's what gets me the most, though, is like when you, there you go. Check it out. With the card. Okay. Well, they're like, oh, hey, let's do this and let's do that and blah, blah, blah. Let's meet at this time. And you're like, well, they're excited. Okay, cool. So then you do get to throw up on them a little bit. You know what I mean? Because you get to really tell them about a thing. He's like, okay, go look at this and go look at that and whatever. They don't go to the Zoom call or anything, but they went to the website maybe. Looked at it, went, they go Cryptogenics, and that's it. They're like, oh yeah, it's a Bitcoin thing. Yeah. And then they get on the computer, they Google something. And the only stuff that pops up is negative usually. Like the major media doesn't ever put good stories, like positive stuff out. They just don't. Watch the nightly news. Just your local nightly news.
Nope.
It's all about how many people got killed, how many people got whatever horrible thing happened, the house that burnt down, the homeless guy getting kicked out of McDonald's. There's nothing like really hardly ever. Like nobody finds unicorns.
Right.
Like nobody found a unicorn today. They could have.
Nope.
Didn't even go looking for it.
We've got the real unicorn. It's called Cryptogenics.
Oh, that's pretty good. I'm gonna steal that one. We need like the card to be like this, and there could be like a rainbow coming out of it.
Sure, why not? So
I was saying something, and I forgot.
I know you stopped. You forgot.
Well, because we got talking about unicorns.
No, it's okay. You'll remember
tomorrow.
So, here's the thing. You guys come here every day. You listen to Joe and I. Hopefully, you laugh. Hopefully, you learn something new and good. I can tell you that there are a couple of updates on our crypto blog. We have a 3-minute compensation plan description, and we have a 9-minute, you heard me right, 9-minute presentation. It's good. Both of them are done by Stephen McCullough. You can't ask for much better than that. And what I can tell you is I watched the compensation plan video this morning. And the big thing about it was very easy to follow. It was concise.
Hold on, I'm gonna do it for you. Can I do it real quick? Because I did it earlier for you. Can I do it? I can do like a 30-second one. Check this out.
Yeah, go ahead.
You sell something, you make $100. Sell to the customer, you make $125. You sell 3, you get another $25. There you go. It's that simple. Let's go over it again. You sell something, you get $100. You sell to a customer, not a promoter, you get $125. Okay. Sell 3, you get 3 points, which equals $25. Don't even worry about the points. Just sell 3, it's free. Sell 3 more, you get $25.
Done.
That's it. There you go. You get it.
No smoke and mirrors.
You get $25. That's it. 3 and free. Yep. ROI. Okay. Actually, you get more money back, really. You get more than your ROI.
Yep. So we have a presentation today at 3:00. Anybody that wants to jump on. It will not be 3 minutes. It will not be 9 minutes. I promise you that. So yes, Don, we do have a 3 p.m. today. Also, we have a 9 p.m. tonight. If the 3 p.m. doesn't work for you, or you have people that need, no, we don't.
Oh, okay.
The company does.
They do. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. We have a 9 o'clock tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to understand something. Okay.
Time zones.
There are a lot of people putting a lot of effort into this so that your business can be successful. I have never been part of a company that has so many people interested in everyone else's success. I say that with a lot of love and a lot of sincerity. Okay. The reason that Joe and I do the presentations was because, in the beginning, it was the best way to learn cryptogenics. If you truly want to learn the presentation, but then we began to realize that there were a lot of people out there that they're not going to eat the frog. They're just not. And they can invite people, they can send people to presentations, but they're not going to do them. So, we kind of forced our way into doing presentations. We just kind of said, hey, we're going to start doing these presentations.
Sorry. These things happen. These things happen.
The good thing about that is we enjoy doing it, and you laugh and you get a lot of extra little nuggets because we kind of educate as we go because we just assume that everybody's going to see the same thing we did and they're going to get involved. So we're doing training and presenting at the same time. So it's a 2-for-1, and you get both of us.
And you can't beat the price, apparently.
Right? Apparently. So look.
I'm not happy about that. He can laugh. I'm not.
The most important part, Joe, is that you and I are there.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the most important part, the money. Never mind.
No, we're there. When we say we're going to be there, we're there. You don't have to worry about, nobody being there.
I did have a snafu yesterday, though. That was a snafu.
Well, technology is what it is, bro. And I knew you were remote. It wasn't like you stood me up.
To be honest with you, though, it's really kind of better considering the mood that I had just come out of. You know what I mean? I wasn't, You know what I mean? It's,
My goodness.
This is the one thing I do want to tell them real quick, that we've gone all around this, but we haven't said this part.
Okay.
You're going to tell people about this, and they're going to tell you it's a scam. It's a scam. No, that whole Bitcoin thing, that company had to give all that Bitcoin back, and they went to jail. It's a scam. And you're like, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. Oh, and a person like me, because I did take time to learn all this, you know what I mean? And I had to, because I have to tell, in the presentation, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm glad you're telling me something you know nothing about, and you're the expert now. You know what I mean? That is fantastic. You don't even know how to spell the word, yet you know all about everything in the industry. It's like, there are scams out there. That's why we were created, to get away from, to fix that, so you don't have to go through it. You know what I mean? Like all these other people did that lost all these millions of dollars. You know what I mean? And jumped off bridges and everything, probably. But that's the part that just, but once again, it goes back to they're looking something up on their computer, and the top ad thing is something negative, I'm sure. You know what I mean? Or they saw something on CNN 3 years ago, and who knows, and they just happen to remember because their Uncle Albert told them, oh, it's a scam. It's like, you know what else is a scam, guys? I used to be a painter in my construction stuff, and one coat paint and primer, that's a scam.
That's a scam.
It is a scam. It's false advertising. Sure. You really shouldn't even be able to do that. You should be able to sue them, because it's a scam. Scam. But no, then it's stuff like that. And you're fighting it. You're like, man, no, we're here to not do that. Like we're to teach you how not to fall for their scams. Oh, so you want me to fall for your scams, so I don't fall for their scams.
Right.
And I'm like, man, if you can find the scam in this thing, please do, because I can't. You know what I mean? Apparently, you're a lot smarter than me, even though you know nothing about this until I said the name to you. You know what I mean? But it's a scam. It just makes me mad. You know what I mean? And that just makes me mad in general. I'm just like that. You know what I mean? It's like, don't tell me you know more than I do, when I know more than you do. You didn't even know what I was talking about. You know what I mean? But you're gonna have to deal with people like that, and try not to let it get you upset as it gets me, because I'm just like, oh. But you know, that's it. But see, because I'm brand new in all this, and Kris can talk me through it, you guys get the benefit of that. Everybody gets the benefit of my screw ups, basically. Like,
well, here's the thing.
Shut down the back office. Don't break it.
And this is the most important part of what you just said, Joe. You know, the most important part of what you just said is this is going to happen to everyone else.
Right.
Okay. You're going to run into these people. So what you need to learn to do, what you need to understand, okay, is this right here. Politely say thank you. I appreciate your opinion. Okay. Right. It doesn't matter if you're mad or not. Don't let them see that. Politely say, I thank you for your opinion. When your opinion changes, I will still be in the crypto industry. Look me up. I'll be glad to help you. See, what we don't realize as human beings, we don't realize that we have to meet people where they're at, and we have to guide them to where we want them to be. And so it's really very psychological. And being the Aries that I am, I don't really like that. It's something that I had to learn, okay? Because I am very much like Joe. It's like, what do you mean? I just told you this was the best thing since sliced cheese. You're going to make a lot of money, and you're going to tell me it's a scam when I've already done the due diligence.
Well, you know, and the way I am, the way my whole brain works, you know what I mean? I'm like, no, dude, this is what's going to happen. You're going to buy this. You're going to start looking into Bitcoin, okay? Then you're going to look into the other things. Then you go, hey, wait a second. I could use all this to do something else.
Right.
Dude, you know, like there's other stuff going on out there. Like, woo! Hey guys, everything on the internet's going to be recreated through blockchain.
Yep.
Spoiler alert! I just told you.
Spoiler alert!
Every business that involves the internet will be redone. Period.
It's in process already.
You know, and it's like, I'm like, how do you not get it?
How do you not get it? Well, they don't get it because they're not educated, and that's why we have crypto.
Well, we're trying to educate them. But nobody, you know, but they're too busy. And a lot of it's they're the ones going to lose. You know what I mean? Because they're too busy telling you that you're wrong. And they know what you're talking about. It's like, I haven't talked yet, so there's no way you could know what I'm talking about unless you're clairvoyant. Right. And then you don't need this at all. Or then you know I'm right.
So sorry. We told you guys about our presentations today at 3 and 9.
Are we doing a 9-minute presentation?
No, we're not doing the 9.
Okay.
Joe and I are going to jump off now. It's 10 minutes to the hour, so we've got to get ready for our presentation. We love you guys. We thank you guys for coming. Always, please let us know how you feel. If you like what we're doing, if you don't like what we're doing, that's cool too. You know, we can take constructive criticism for sure. And basically what we want to do is see you back here tomorrow. So we love everybody. Thank you all. Have a great day.
It's almost time for our call.
Yes, sir. It sure is.
Oh, hey, it's any 3 sales. You get $25, not anytime you sell 3.
Yes, exactly.